the Honorable Speaker of the Nigerian Youth Parliament, principal officers of the Nigerian Youth Parliament, parliamentarians, the Permanent Secretary, Youth Development, our directors here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm highly delighted to welcome you all to the valedictory session of the second Nigerian Youth Parliament. As you are aware, democracy emphasizes the right of the youth to participate, influence, and contribute to issues that affect their well-being. The present administration of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, is conscious of the fact that the youth constitute a major segment of the Nigerian population. Hence, the need for their numerical strength to be fully acknowledged and reflected at all levels of representation in decision-making processes. This administration views youth participation not only as a demonstrative value, but a political right. This position is further strengthened by the United Nations Convention on the Right of the Child, 1989. This conviction spurred the Nigerian government under the leadership of late President Umar Musa Yar'Adua of blessed memory to inaugurate the Nigerian Youth Parliament in August 2008. As you are all aware, government has stepped up efforts at implementing projects and programs that respond to special needs of the youth, with the full understanding that youth are not only leaders of tomorrow, but also partners of today. Since the inception of the Nigerian Youth Parliament in 2008, it has served as a veritable platform for the inclusion of young people in governance processes, as well as learning ground for the acquisition of leadership skills. I'm therefore pleased to inform you that some of the youth who have passed through this leadership training are already playing significant roles in the mainstream politics of Nigeria. Some are also representing the interests of the youth at both the regional and international organizations, including the United Nations. For instance, the pioneer speaker, Honorable Luke Onofik, and a few others are members of their respective states' houses of assembly. In the same vein, the former Chief Whip, Ahmed Adamu, and the outgoing speaker, Abdullahi Hussein Maibasira, are now chairperson of the Commonwealth Youth Council and the national youth leader of the ruling People's Democratic Party, respectively. This is a confirmation of the present administration's conviction that when an enabling environment is created for the youth, they can attain their full potentials and become major contributors to the socio-economic development of the nation. It is in recognition of this vision that the Federal Ministry of Youth Development will not relent in its efforts in promoting effective participation of the youth in nation building, as well as attainment of the objectives of the World Program of Action for Youth, which will be 20 years next year. In furtherance to these ideals, the federal government has recorded tremendous successes through the implementation of the following youth-based programs and projects: the Presidential Special Scholarship Scheme for Innovation and Development, PRESID, the Youth Enterprises with Innovation in Nigeria, UWIN, the Youth Empowerment in Agriculture Program, YIP, Graduate Internship Scheme, the GIS, Community Service Women and Youth Empowerment Program, CSWYE, and Technical Vocational Training, TVET program under the Subsidy Reinvestment and Empowerment Program, SHOPE. Others include the University Enterprises Development Program, the NYC/MDG's War Against Poverty War Program, the Student Computer Ownership Scheme, the Smart Women Nigeria, the United Nations UNDP Junior Professional Officers Program, JPO, and a host of others. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I quickly add that sustainable development and empowerment of the youth do not take place in the absence of peace. Accordingly, the Federal Ministry of Youth Development, in collaboration with the United Nations, DGD, recently embarked on an advocacy campaign on peace building and effective youth participation in the 2015 general election in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. It is my belief that Nigeria can afford a successful and violent-free general election come 2015. My dear parliamentarians, I have no doubt in my mind that as you graduate from this platform today, you will aspire for higher offices within and outside the shores of Nigeria. Your predecessors have already set the precedents for you to follow and excel. God willing, the Nigerian government at all levels will continue to support your efforts and aspirations in this regard. Finally, I would like to use this opportunity to confer on the entire outgoing parliamentarians the title of Advocates of Peaceful Political Participation. Therefore, as you return to your various senatorial zones, I urge you all to continue the campaign for peaceful political participation in the 2015 general elections. I thank you all for your attention and wish you successful deliberations. Thank you.